Ready?
I know.
Welcome everybody to Catfish Weekly along with Chad. I'm Lyle and Chad. We have an outstanding guest with us tonight. Bex is going to join us in just a minute, but why don't we go through the people in chat and welcome everybody to the show?
Sounds like a wonderful plan. Mr. Law, do you want to kick it off? You and me too.
You can.
Okay, I'll do that then. All right.
I got new glasses and it's like my hair. I can't do nothing with it.
Oh, it's all right. We understand that you're using that as an excuse to not be able to see. Yeah. Anyway, we got Mike Sampson. What's up, Sampy? We got Mike Irvin. Central Valley Adventures saying no real laws. Let's go, Bex. I can't do the high pitch stuff. I don't know. We got the Anglerholics. What's going on, Lizabella and James? Rustic Outdoors. My wife get hooked on deep fishing. We got Avid Fisherman that I did not see he was not number one on my screen tonight. I'm just going to throw that out there to him. He must have been taking a nap tonight. We got Betty Jean Cross from A Couple Crosses Fishing. John Patrick Jr. Scroll back down here a little bit. We've got Maurice Kaysen. What's going on, buddy? My awesome Missourian mother, Miss Cindy Stokes, who makes the best cinnamon rolls, not the dry ones that Mark and James Dockery claims that she makes. Just want to throw that out there. We've got Gula Cat, David Funk. Oh, look, there's Mark from Catfishing Crappie, who will have his show on right after this, talking about his March Madness event that's coming up. So make sure you go over and check him out. We got Brian Bede, Catfishing. Don't smile. Don't do it. She was all backstage going, Team No Script, hashtag No Script. Down with the bait shop.
Too much rock and roll for one hand.
We've got John Abney, Joe Buck 66, Catfish Fever and Outdoors, Mike Irvin, Laughing Catfishing, Chucky Morgan. I'm trying to think. Annette Morgan,
Lance McCoo guy, Jay Foxhunter,
Parker Pursuits. Take it over, Pops. Don't be scared.
Rustic Outdoors, Carolina Real Screamers, Mike Sampson, Catfish Fever and Outdoors. Hey, Lynn. Lynn's been back, for those that you that don't know, and been doing some late night shows. Be sure to give him a tune in and subscribe to his channel when you get over there. Michael Murillo's Family Fishing. John Patrick Jr., Creole, It's All Mine. Kimberly Euler, 3+1. Hooks and Hammocks. Josh, The Weekend Anchor. Joe Buck 66. What was that?
I got my Weekend Angler shirt on tonight.
Cool.
Logo.
Yeah. Fishing and Freedom, welcome, guys. We're glad to have everybody in here tonight. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Bex, welcome to Catfish Weekly.
Thank you. I'm excited and nervous.
You'll be just fine.
Me too. I think this is a conspiracy that Haz and Brian B have sent the Potomac into the show tonight.
They have, yeah. I'm here to just make you nervous.
But that's all right. We all know that you, Steven, and Chunky own the Potomac, so it's okay.
Oh,
That's
wow.
true. That's true. Brian
Joy
can't
Stewart.
fish from the bank.
Joy Stewart, Chrissy Brown.
I seen Skip from Clearview Outdoors on here as well. Down East Tackle, Yee Fishing.
Big Bill. Big Bill Veteran Catfishing. Man, when that chat jumps, it jumps from the bottom plumb to the top. And it gets away from me. David Smith. David has been in a lot of chats here lately, and we're glad to have him in here tonight for sure. William Warner.
Seen Melissa, Bumpin' Mike Greenwell, Junior Proctor. I seen Some Old Man Outdoors. Do you have another account?
No.
Oh, okay.
Fishing?
That's not
say
you.
that?
I'm just wondering.
I feel uncomfortable.
don't you worry about it. It'll be just fine.
I'm sorry. I forgot because there's also an agent in the
Bex,
chat
Bex,
that I gotta.
there's a way you take care of that. Just like that. It's magic.
Welcome to Catfish Weekly with Lyle and Bex. Bim, 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 bim.
There's Danimals Creation and Adventures. Same old man outdoors. Oh, aka Richard Sumner's. You seen that though, didn't you? Yeah.
I'm innocent pops.
Hey Roger, Whisker Pig Fishing. For those of you that hasn't checked out that channel, thank you, Freddie. Thank you so much. You need to go over and check that channel out. Whisker Pig Fishing does some great catfishing. Not sure which lake that he does it on or river, but I have been watching a lot of his videos lately and enjoying them very much. He's very entertaining and does a great job with those. So if you get a chance, go check them out. If one of the mods wouldn't mind, throw up his link in here so everybody can check him out, because I have really enjoyed his work here lately, and I think that a lot of other people will too.
Yep. And I want to congratulate. I can congratulate Freddie on his new PB. Nina is playing the wrong side of the fence, but congratulations on her PB of over 40. I think it was 46-pound blue cat on their wedding anniversary weekend that they spent up on the James River. So congratulations, guys and gals.
2 personal best. 2.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. But Nina's was twice as big as Freddie's.
Yeah, it was definitely 2 times bigger.
Yeah. But still a great weekend. I know they both had a wonderful time, and hey, that's why you go.
That's right.
Yep, sure was. Thank you, Joy. We appreciate that so much. All right, Chad.
Yep.
Any announcements you need to make other than Mark is going on after us to talk about his tournament coming up?
The only thing that I have is hashtag Team Bait Shop.
And that refers to?
The butt whooping that... What was that? What was that, Max?
No script. Hashtag. That's a hashtag. Just
April 30th, though, it will go down. I have a list of applications about this long so far of possible third-party co-hosts for the bait shop. So keep an eye out on that. That's coming here in the next few months.
Third party. Wow.
all right.
Thank you, Creole. Appreciate that very much. Check that guy out. You'll enjoy it, I promise. El Gato, welcome to the stream.
All right, so let's kick it off. We got Bex here tonight.
We do.
Yep.
Long overdue, I might add.
Oh, thanks, man.
I might add. I would like to first, and I know Chad's probably got a list of stuff.
I'm always scripted.
What?
I've always got a big script of. Hold on, go ahead. I got to make questions.
Well, you had a tournament, an online tournament, where you had a stellar day.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell us about that? Because I'd like to hear it straight from you.
Yeah, I have no problem reliving this memory because it's other than my marriage, it was the best day of my life. So yeah, we were in the Iron Cat Ladies tournament put on by Palmetto Cats. It was a 2-day tournament, so there were so many women who signed up, which I think is awesome, that we had to spread it across 2 days. There was a day 1 winner and a day 2 winner, and then there was a fish off at the end between the top 3 ended up being. But that first day, like just to set the scene, we had a lot of rain. So the water was raging. I'd had some good fishing kind of earlier in the week, so I knew that like the bite was hot, but like you never really know how it's going to be, and you cannot expect what happened, right? But yeah, I got out there within the first 5 minutes. It was like fish on, which is always an exciting thing, right? You're like, okay, this might go well today. And I think it was in the total of that day, I caught about 26 fish during the tournament. 27 if you count one off camera. But the most exciting thing, well, there we go. There. That lady right there. So I caught 2 huge fish that day from the bank, and I broke my records.
And how big were they?
So the first one, I believe, was 56 pounds. It was either 54 or 56 pounds. And the second one was 60 pounds. Yeah, amazing.
Heck of a day.
And
Heck
like,
yeah.
just to like set up my catfish journey, right? Like I started up until about 2 weeks before that, my biggest fish was 14 pounds. And I'd been like trying to break that record for so long. Like Steven's sitting right next to me. He's pulling in 20s. I'm like, what is the deal here? It's like same place, same rods, you know, but it's just how it is sometimes. And 2 weeks before I caught a 36 pounder. So I just went like 30, 50, 60. So it was good.
Hate it when that happens.
Terrible.
Gosh.
It works like that was where you was talking about him sitting there catching them fish and you was catching smaller fish. That happens in a boat. One side of the boat will actually catch fish and the other side will sit there and going, what the hell have I done? But it works that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Some days everybody's catching big fish or little fish or whatever's around, and some days it don't work that way. But it's still, it beats sitting home on the couch watching TV.
Oh yeah, I mean, and we've been catfishing now this is our first time doing it through the winter. So we really started catfishing around the post popped up recently, November 28th of 2020, I guess. And we didn't catch anything until like January. So like we just could not figure it out at all. We got bites, but we had all the wrong hooks and stuff like that. We were just watching Chunky and trying to figure it out.
So do you have ice up there on where you're at on the river? So
ice is not usual, but we have been having ice this year, and it has been a problem because it's the kind of ice that like it's never going to be hard enough for you to do anything on like any hard water fishing. And during the day, it kind of melts enough to just kind of start moving into everything. Giant ice sheets taking out your rigs. That was a new experience.
It's never thick enough for me to be on.
There you go. Yeah, it's never safe, right? That's what they say, though. Like
that's right.
no ice is safe.
As far as I'm concerned, that is correct. Now, James Dockery and Mark, on the other hand, they like it.
I would do it, but I'm not driving my car out there.
No, and never. That's never going to happen.
Yeah.
I think the only way you'll ever get Lyle or myself out there is if you're dragging us in some kind of John boat or bigger.
You got
behind you, like a
sled. Boat, just in case.
Yeah, Chad and I are kind of full figured, so.
Okay.
If you're full figured, you get through the ice. Who the hell's going to get you out?
I prefer fluffy.
Okay, that'll work too.
That's how I feel about those picks that they say you should have. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to drag myself out of the water.
No,
it's just not happening.
Crazy.
Hey, there's Matt. Matt made it into the show tonight. Local 336. Fat Boy Eric Fishing. That's hard for me to say. Dale Hayslip. There's Van with V3 Customs. Takedown Catfishing. I think we said Dale Hayslip, but he's in here. The group is growing.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I've seen a comment from one of the not number one sons. Challenge accepted.
That's your
I'll watch what I say on these kind of things.
I will be the camera person.
he was slaying crappie again today. Man, the guy's an animal.
So
he really is.
Bex, I want to know, I've heard a little bit about your old story and stuff, and we were talking beforehand, and getting to really learn what you how to fish and what you were doing. You were saying just a minute ago you had like the wrong hooks and the wrong gear, and it took you a minute, but to get it. But take us through a little bit of that. What pushed you guys and to want to get into the fishing scene like you are now, but to become what you all have become, because obviously you've learned a thing or two.
Yeah. So, for me, I won't speak too much for Steven, but I'll give a little bit of his story because it's pretty similar. My nephew really wanted to learn how to fish, right? And our household is basically myself and my wife, his mom, which is my sister-in-law, and then my two nephews. And we all live together in kind of like this, you know, new age household, if you will. Um, he really wanted to learn how to fish, and no one was interested in teaching him. But I had done some fishing before when I was like young, and I was interested in it, you know. And it was beginning of quarantine. Like, what else am I gonna do with my spare time, you know? So I was like, okay, I'll take you out on fishing. And like the first month that we were trying, like I had no idea. Boom, 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 boom. I had no idea what I was doing. And it took me about a month to catch him his first fish, to get a fish on the rod. And I mean, I was going out there with curly tail grubs and putting them on the hooks wrong, like not using like bait hooks. And, you know, my line was like, it was just a mess. But finally we caught one. And that first like sunfish, I think it was a green sunfish looking back. At the time, I thought it was a bluegill. That was it. Like, I was like, this is what I want to do every day. Because it's just like, I know I've heard people say like tug is the drug and stuff like that. But like, I was just like, this is amazing. And during that time, I kind of started watching a little bit of YouTube to learn what I was doing, you know, and figuring it out. So I did a lot of bass fishing initially, which is fun. And I still do some bass fishing. I know not everybody's a fan of the ditch pickle, but if it's a fish that will bite my hook, I'll take it.
Josh Dunnigan is.
There you go.
He is the weekend ditch pickler.
But yeah, so like a lot of lure fishing was kind of how I started. And I had been watching, because it's like one of the things I recommend anybody does if they want to get into fishing is not just like Google how to do things on YouTube, but Google your local fishing waterways, right? So
That's a great point.
Like if I'm, especially as a bank angler, if you're going to spend time trying to like map out a bank, watch where other people have been fishing and like kind of learn what they're looking for and stuff like that. So I was doing that, and so Chunky popped up, Has popped up, the Fishing Magician, and I was like watching these like, you know, just massive catfish being pulled out of like a river that I have like lived by for years, right? So eventually, so Steven and I started fishing together because we, like just a background on him, his wife and I used to work together. And so we were Facebook friends, and I would see him posting these pictures of like fish, and he would see me posting pictures of fish. And I was like, hey, what are you doing, buddy? Like, you know, like, what is that? Is that a fishy fish? You know, you want to be better friends? Like, you want to hang out? And so we started fishing together, and we were recording and stuff. And I said this earlier before we went live, but like, I made this like channel, like No Real Loss channel, right? And I was like, Steven, you want to upload videos of me? And initially it was just like, let's just have fun with this, right? Like, but as we were doing it, and like as I was like looking, like I don't see a ton of women out there. There are women for sure, and there are many female anglers that I like look up to and like blow my mind with what they do on the water. But why not me, right? Like, why can't I also be like part of that representation? It's YouTube, not them tube. So we started doing that, and it was really nice for me as a female angler in a city, an urban area. To kind of have someone to go out fishing with who's kind of part of the team makes me feel a little bit safer. It opens up my horizons of how late I can fish and where I can fish. Yeah, I talked a lot there. That was a lot of words.
It's okay.
Okay.
Are you done now, finally?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just...
Hashtag Team No Script.
Oh, here we go.
I have the power backs. I've already been kicked off once.
My turn.
That's fine. That's fine. I think that's really cool. I mean, so basically, kind of learning a little bit of the how-tos, but you made some great points of why they're doing different things and how, other than just how, right?
Yeah.
Anybody can learn to tie a hook and this and that, but you've already got the mindset of a more seasoned angler, in my opinion, when you're looking at the more, right? So I like that. That's awesome.
That's one of the things I like about fishing, though, is like I feel like I've tried many things in my life, like many people have, right? Like I want to be a drummer, I tried guitar, like I want to do all these things, and fishing I got. Like I kind of like, as I'm watching people do stuff, it makes sense to me. Like when people talk about water depth being structure in a river, I'm like, that makes sense to me, you know?
Yeah.
Or a Snell knot versus a Palomar knot for your hook. Like, that makes sense to me. Like, and I enjoy that. I enjoy that I can be good at stuff.
Thank you so much, Has. Thank
I'd
you. So
say you're going to have to, I don't know how to think. I can't read it. I'm at a
It
loss.
says it's from Has Life, Papa Potomac. And it says it's a $4.99. Boom, 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 boom. And it says, Bexy! Hashtag Team No Script.
You're in trouble, Chadwick.
Well, I can say one application I won't be receiving for the bait shop.
I didn't say all that.
Welcome, Richard. Glad to see Mad Catter's catfishing in here tonight. Downtown, Ernie Brown has made it in. Real and Virtual Outdoors. 3+1. I think we got them earlier. Glad to see everybody in tonight. I know you fish from the bank right now exclusively. Is there ever going to be a boat in your future?
I have been trying to push my partner to allow me to have a boat. She's okay with it if I can find a place to park it. So, we'll figure that out. But actually, and just seeing Real and Virtual, I do have a kayak that I am getting ready for kayak tournament fishing next year.
Nice.
Part of the reason I did the Fishing Chaos app tournaments this year on the bank was to kind of learn a little bit more about like what it takes to like take a photo of your fish and measure it and all that stuff. And I do plan to get out there on the Potomac River and do some catfishing, which I'm pretty psyched about. So,
thank you, Van.
Yeah,
I'm not a kayaker. It's kind of like the ice thing. I'm not going to be doing that either.
Yeah.
But I would like to suggest to you that there's a bunch of kayakers in your area.
Yeah.
And go out with some of them a few times before you go out on your own to make 100%. Sure you're comfortable with it. Because there's a lot of guys out there that do that. And not being we don't have tidal water in the mid part of the United States where Chad and I live. And I know
dangerous.
That's something you have to watch out there.
Yeah. The Potomac River, I think, is deceptive too. Like it's one of those rivers that it's like, it's not always looking like it's raging, but that undercurrent is super strong. And I'm reading the Weekend Angler's comment.
I was going to say, if you need to find out how to get the boat parked at home, contact Josh.
Yeah, he parks them in his
place. That feels like a divorce hack.
Yeah, he parks his boats in Christina's parking spot all the time, and
there you go.
He loves it. So hey,
yeah, it works.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much.
But what I was going to say is, I went out a couple of times on a lake nearby last year just to kind of feel it out, get comfortable. And then I'm going to be going out with Has a lot next year. So whether he likes it or not.
Well, I was going to ask, I was like, Has a boat.
Yep.
Brian has a boat.
Yep.
And I have yet to see Bex on their boat. Is this because they're intimidated because you catch bigger fish?
So probably, but but Brian's boat is like a glorified paddleboard. It's not really a boat.
It's a glitter rocket.
What? It's a glorified what?
Paddleboard. It's a bass boat.
Oh, okay. It's a glitter boat.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard it.
Less glitter.
Can you verify? Do you guys really call him Captain Glitter Pants?
I've never called him Captain Glitter Pants before. That might be my first time hearing that.
Sure, Bex. Okay. Don't see you're losing your application status again. We'll work on it.
Tom,
all right.
Appreciate it. Oh, covered everything up.
What's the matter?
Chad's Kentucky math is wrong again.
No. Chad knows that a mile is 5,280 feet. Thus, Brian does not. He thinks it's 200 feet. Thus, why he thinks his fish was so big.
Parker must be a fan. Bex would dominate the boys on Potomac if she get the boat.
I'm ready for it.
Heck yeah.
I can't tell you how much time I spend on Navionics marking spots that I can't reach from the bank. just
I am
because I'm
glad
like,
to hear you say that, because
yeah.
every time that I've been on a couple of talks late at night where Epic and I was on there talking about finding spots and navionics and
Mm.
different things, and people, you can just feel them looking at you like, what's wrong with you?
Oh, I'm all
But
about
the
it.
more time you spend finding your spot at home is the less time you have to spend
Yeah.
looking when you're on the water. So that
Yep.
gives you more time to go fishing.
And you know, like when you watch a movie a second time, you're like, wow, I don't
Thank
remember
you,
that
Danny.
bit happening. You're like, that's a new, did that happen in it? That's how I feel when I look at like even just this particular stretch of the river that I look at that's like the DC to
I
Maryland.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Navionics, for a lot of people probably or know, but some may not. They have the river or the lake that you're going to choose, and they also have the view of that shows the trees. I forgot what they call it. The tree,
Satellite.
yeah, satellite
Yep.
view.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you don't use both of those, you're cheating yourself out of something.
I agree.
Talking about the Google Earth view, right?
Google Earth is another
Yep.
one. I use that too.
Yeah.
I use them all, but here lately I haven't really needed to go to all of them because we've been fishing a lot of the same spots here recently. But at some point, we're going to be over this COVID stuff, or people are just going to forget about it or
Yep.
quit promoting it or whatever, and we're going to be back to normal, or as normal as it's ever going to be.
Yeah.
And things are going to go back to kind of the way it was. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's Bonnie.
Oh, okay, Yvonne. I was trying to figure out how to pronounce that.
Yvonne.
Yvonne, thank you very much. We
I
appreciate
was
it.
like, it is? Wait a minute. Wasn't
Yeah. That's her
was
fancy
Bonnie in
name.
here another name earlier?
Pretty name.
Like Bonnie?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
okay.
is Bonnie. Okay, I see it now. I don't have my glasses on, so you have to excuse me. But yeah, I once it gets like that, people are going to start stretching out, and they're going to go different places
Yep.
that they're not going to now. And for Chad, of course, he's got a new 12-inch depth finder and a big boat to put it on. And when he gets going and all this kind of settles down, he's going to want to take that boat places that he
Yeah.
may or not want to took his smaller boat. And that's where learning them places and pre-fishing online
Oh
will do
yeah.
you a lot of world of good.
100%.
Absolutely. Some of the
Saves you
places
some
I
money
go
on
now
gas,
in my
too.
little boat that I shouldn't be, I'll feel like a king out there in that big boat.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
it saves you so much money on gas. So you can go, I want to go this area. So you put in at this ramp and you
Right.
book to this spot. And you pick 4 or 5 places around
Yeah,
there.
you
When you're done,
cluster
you
some
open it back up.
spots. You cluster
Yeah.
some marks, and then you go there, check it
That's
out.
correct. Thank you, Jeremy.
I also I haven't yet got Steven to like stay up super late with me and go out. But as I meet more people and I can get, because I don't feel super comfortable like going out into the woods on my own in the DC. Like if it was like actual nature and not like, there could be anybody in the woods right now from the city, I would be out there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting more people and going out all over the place, all these spots. Let's go find your lost dinghy boat at Chunky's house. I'm in. That's my new boat. Actually, I keep on telling Chunky that like his boat that he has when he upgrades to a pontoon, I'm like, that's my boat. Don't give it to anybody else. I'll buy it from you.
There you go. I seen something.
What about the little $3,500 dinghy that he found? What about something like that? I mean,
I don't.
You'd be out there rowing right next to hands.
I don't do anything inflatable with hooks.
I
don't
think
care.
that's a great idea.
I don't care like how much they say. I'm like, that is a lie.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either.
And I hook myself all the time. So like I'm definitely gonna hook the boat.
Yep. Josh says, do you like big fish? Do you like happy fishermen? Subscribe to James Docker.
Oh, the smoke.
Oh man.
So
that is funny.
So go back to like what you were saying about navionics and all that stuff.
Thanks, Kevin.
How often do you try new spots, or Because it seems like, if I'm watching Brian or Haz, they're in the same spot every time. They don't ever move. It sounds like you're a true fisherman and you actually find new locations. So can you tell us a little bit about it? What's the percentage?
To be fair to my friends on No Script, right?
No, we don't have to do that.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, here's what I say. So for live streaming, I'm pretty consistent about the places I will choose. I think that one of the most important things to me with a live stream is like putting in my best effort to catch a fish, which usually means going to a spot that I know has a high likelihood. You can never guarantee it, right? But that has a high likelihood that I can catch a fish. In terms of like my own personal like days fishing, I do a lot of exploring. Steven and I have a joke. Like sometimes I'll be like, all right, I'm going on my 40-minute, 1-hour drive somewhere to check out a spot, because I slowly expand my radius of fishing spots. But yeah, I try a lot of places. I also just watch, I'm very good at spotting a background. So I find out where all my DC anglers are fishing.
So you're one of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
If you're friends with Bex, make sure you do the blacked out background around your fish.
Just do a green screen.
Do a green screen.
I will find out.
They're very user friendly nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be.
I'm not that high tech of a redneck to have one of the green screens.
Well, you don't have to be too high tech. If it was like that, I wouldn't be able to do it.
It's just green.
Yeah, well, you can get them in blue.
Yeah.
You can have a blue screen.
Yeah, I haven't figured out the lighting yet. You'll see I still have a little bit of like shoulder issues here, but I'll get there.
I have 2 ring lights.
Yep.
And one of them is over here, and it's just about head high, and the other one's a little bit higher, and it's over here. But I still don't have one low enough, because if you could see, there's a shadow up underneath my hat brim.
Right.
So if I lower one of them, but it takes away all the fuzzies behind you, and lighting is everything. I've got a really bright light up here. It's got LEDs in it.
Yeah. I don't really have a lot of room. I'm literally in a closet right now.
When I was in the shop, we had a guy come in and put the high tech. Well, they're fluorescent lights. They're not LEDs, but there's a lot of them.
Right.
And it works really good out there. But I'm in here now, and this works out really well.
Yeah.
So
my green screen is in creation. I have more to do.
It might be a little small.
Yeah, I have some more work to do with it, but it is being.
James Dockery is hidden behind a jar of something.
James Dockery is always watching,
but he was hidden.
Yeah, that's my wife's jar of goodies.
Yeah,
I thought it was peanut M&Ms there for a minute.
Next to her work computer is a jar of bottles of alcohol. So anyway,
moving on.
Moving on. All right.
Navionics. No, I'm just kidding.
I know that you talked earlier about going to CatCon. Where else this year are you planning on going to?
So I'll definitely be at CatCon, which I'm super excited about. If you're there, say hello. I will have stickers, so I just plan to sticker everybody. No real loss. Joy, joy, joy. So where else will I be? I plan to do a lot of camping trips this year. I have built out the backseat of my truck to be like a little cot, so I can like just go out there quickly and do some camping. I want to do surf fishing this year, so I plan to go out to like Assateague Island, which is an area of beach in Maryland. Try some surf fishing for drum and striper and bluefish, like bucket list fish for me. I'm going to be going to Reno, Nevada it's a Bonnie's work trip, but I'm going to go along to try and fish Lake Tahoe. I want to catch a snakehead this year, so I'll be doing a lot of that. You can catch them all over Maryland, but Blackwater. I don't know. I just plan to obviously
what's going on,
man. I just want to fish.
The surf fishing is interesting to me. Now, can you explain how that works?
Yeah, so it's kind of similar to the bank fishing I would do right now, but instead of like typically with catfishing, I use like a no roll sinker from the bank, or egg sinker, or disc sinker or something like that. But with the um, surf rig, I'll use like a pyramid sinker. I have the leader a little bit shorter than I would for catfishing, smaller hooks usually. Um, I've been using I tried once, but it was like during a freak hurricane or something, so it didn't go well. But next time,
Yeah.
next time. But yeah, we'll see. I'm excited to get out there and just see what happens. I've been watching a lot about how to read the waves for where you should cast. So
It sounds fun. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Mark, I've been trying to get a new dog too. It's just not happening. So I can't trade a dog, but she won't. She said no to the dog. She said no to the chickens too. I mean,
well,
Honey,
you
come
should
on.
have to talk to James Dockery. Katie Dockery has a bunch of chickens. James even tried to use them for bait.
I mean, that's tempting. I know there's opinions on chicken as bait, and people are like, "How do you match the hatch?"
Yeah.
And stuff. I'm like, birds fall out of trees all the time during the spring, right? Like baby birds fall in the water. That is matching the hatch.
I don't mind the boat, just not in the driveway.
So you're basically saying the yard is fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys can work that out.
Yeah. It'll happen. Don't
You
worry.
just got to find a place to park. That's it.
There'll be the Beck's pontoon, the Beck's skiff,
There you go.
the kayak rack. Because I have to have different kayaks for different applications.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. But yeah, Roger, I'm addicted to this fishing stuff in like the most positive, best way for your life possible kind of way, right? Like, I get out there. Oh no. It's fertilizer for the veggie garden.
There you go.
There you go.
I got a solution.
I just seen something. Oh, you clicked it on. It's right before I did.
Southern Virginia, 200 miles from the eclipse. Just saying.
I will. Yes. I'm just gonna like I said, I'm just gonna circle out of my area. I want to be able to go camping. I've been looking at. I mean, everything costs money, right? So
Yeah.
The camper situation I was looking at is like more than I can afford right now, which would be it's a mix between like a truck rooftop tent, but also that it takes advantage of that the truck bed.
Yeah.
To kind of be like an enclosed space. So I was looking at that, but that's next year. It's backseat of the truck for now, and tent. Yeah, Southern Virginia. I want to go north. I want to do ice fishing. I know you guys just like really sold it to me, but
Hey, that's what we're here for,
Yeah.
You can always get a hold of James Dockery and Mark. They both ice fish all the time. I know they would help you out with that. But Chad and I are going to sit in the boat, and you can shove us out on the ice, and we'll put a hole there and set. Good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely a multi-species angler, right? Like, I love catfishing, and I constantly want to catch a bigger catfish. I want to catch a flathead next year. It's like I need to finish what I've started here. I've got the channel cat, the blue cat. I need the flathead.
There's flatheads out there, right?
There are, and I know where they are. And now that Mark, the fishing magician, has moved, I plan to run down to his spot and just etch my name on a stone and say that this is my spot now, so everybody knows.
I thought he caught quite a few of them out there.
Yeah, he has a spot. There's not as many, and they're all on Upper Potomac, pretty much. You can catch them in the Tidal area, but it's a lot less likely. So,
how do you like the tidal water to fish?
It's more structure. I love structure. I love thinking about structure. So, I mean, it can be frustrating, right? Because sometimes you go out when you can go out, right? Like I'm not
That's
one of those
right.
people who says I'm not going to go out because it's not the perfect conditions. So sometimes it can be like frustrating to know that you're like not in the best place at the best right time and all that stuff. But I love it like when everything kind of matches up and aligns and yeah. I prefer the last. I know everybody has a tide preference. I love the last hour of an incoming tide and the first hour of an outgoing tide are the tides that I prefer.
Nope.
Okay.
What do you think that hour more? What do you like? I mean, other than you were catching fish, probably, but
Yeah.
what makes that hour so special either way? Or what do you think? Because obviously, like we said earlier, you've learned a ton.
Yeah, I think it's a mix of like where I'm fishing and also like, so like with high tide, I'm typically fishing like places where like fish are like inbound, right? Like whether it's like off like the tidal basin going into the main river, or yeah, like places where the tide's going into areas where it wasn't previously, so the bait fish are all moving up. For the outgoing tide, I think it's just about current, right? So like not only is the river flowing downstream, but the tide is also going out. So like I feel like just that initial pull of the water gives it more current. But a lot of it's just been like when I've caught fish.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome that like what you're saying
Yeah.
is, like Lyle was saying, we don't have tidal waters. Everything's free flow, right?
Yeah.
It's, so it's interesting to hear more about it and
Yeah.
what people think of why certain points of the tide's better than others. And
I think that people like Bex that's been out there, and that's all they know is tidal water. It's like nothing new. But for somebody that's never seen it, I think it'd be a learning curve for us to go out there and try to figure it out.
Oh,
I mean, yeah. It was
I'd be the one
confusing at
calling Bex
first.
like, "Hey, can you guys come get me? My boat's up here on the beach."
Yeah, there's some places you can't get back into the boat ramp. I know Haz has had that happen to him before. So
Yeah, I've sat and watched a lot of the people that fish out there in tidal water in several states, and I'm thinking to myself, you got to know that table. You're going to have to write all that stuff down. There's no way you remember all that crap. And every day it's a little different.
Every day.
So
every river is different every day, right? Like
right.
A river is a living, breathing thing that, like, us humans have built these like man-made structures around, but a natural river is moving and changing all the time. So
I've told this story many times, but there was a sandbar on the Mississippi River the whole time I was a kid growing up. It was always there. Every summer we'd go out there and we'd park boats and we'd play in the water, fish, do all kinds of crazy stuff, things that you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Then one year, a huge flood come along.
Yeah.
That sandbar was gone and it's never came back.
Yeah. Constantly changing.
There's only one thing that I can say on the Mississippi that I am 100% sure that has been there as long as I can remember. There's a 90-plus foot hole of water on the first pier of the railroad bridge at Louisiana on the Illinois side. And it's always been from 80 to 100 foot since I was a kid.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I can say 100%
hasn't changed.
Yeah. Everything else on that river has changed.
Yeah.
Now, how did you gauge that 80 to 100 foot back in the early?
One of them little round sounders. So
you tie a sinker to a line.
Well, we've done that too. Yeah. Mr. Dieter Melhorn has made it to the show. Welcome, Dieter. 2 stands. But yeah, we had one of them little round hummingbird things on a boat, and it wasn't really a it was basically a depth finder is all it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's always been there, and there's always fish in it, always.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so Tim, that's like a loaded question, my friend. But so So obviously fishing is a big part of my life right now, right? It is pretty much everything that I do other than family time and work, right? What is my motivation? And I guess you're saying motivation in life and goal in life. You know, I used to be like, I think like all of us, like I used to chase like status a little bit, right? Like I used to like what like level of job am I gonna get, or like what friends am I gonna have, and all that kind of stuff. And I think as I've kind of matured, my focus more is on like living in the moment. So I try not to like, I try not to live in what ifs, like both good and bad, right? Like what if, you know, I get all these things, won't it be so much better? Or like what if this doesn't happen, won't things suck, right? And instead I just try and that's what I love about fishing so much, is like it forces me to just be present, and to like analyze my surroundings versus like live in my head, which is a terrible place to be. I always say, like, when I negotiate with myself, I always lose. So, you know, I don't know if I have a goal in life except just to, you know, try and live in the moment every day as much as possible.
I like that. To be honest, I like that goal, because I think, like you said, too many of us don't. We pass up what's going on. You know, we talk about all the time out there fishing. We lose track of why we're out there, and you know, the goal's typically to go out there and have fun, try to catch a few fish, but you know, just relax. And we lose sight of that when we're trying to, you know, compete with the no script guys on the Potomac. On
them dudes.
You know,
Here we go.
But
yeah.
Oh, now see, now this is what your answer should have been.
Oh,
come on, Bex, get your life together.
So here's the deal, Chad. I am a fan.
Oh, okay. That's all you had to say.
I am a fan, but I'm also team no script.
There you go.
You didn't have to add that part to it.
I didn't have to end it.
So, you know, we've got about 13 minutes left here, and I'm gonna make something interesting for you here in a few minutes, Max. Okay.
Okay.
But I am going to go ahead and show these off, Lyle, for the fans that are already still here. But look what I got in the mail today.
Woohoo!
Hot off the press.
Them look awesome.
You have a chance to win tonight the very first Field to Water decal.
Love it.
In the next 12 minutes.
Those look awesome, Chad. But Bex, that's a hell of a compliment coming from Dieter.
I know. I'm trying not to blush right now.
Yeah. When Dieter gives somebody a compliment like that, it's heartfelt. So that's a hell of a compliment coming from Dieter himself.
If I fall over and like pass out, just keep going.
Why are you blushing, Bex?
Oh, that's great,
Hold on,
man.
I need to change my ring light color.
Dieter, thanks so much for coming in here tonight. I noticed you never say nothing nice like that about me. But then again, I don't use chicken for bait. So I love me some Dieter Melhorn. I just do. You know, him and I have known each other for a long, long time. And when Dieter says something like that, you could take it to the bank. That's good news when Dieter notices something like that. That's way cool.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I want to win that sticker so I can put it next to my chunky sticker on the toilet. Oh my God, Hash. That's really too funny. That is too funny.
I mean, that's the best smoke I've heard so far this year.
If Haz's name comes up now, I'm going to have to spin again just to give it to somebody else. Where's my son? I need my shades at.
Oh, look here. Brad Cuddell, I screenshot the comment so everyone to remember.
I hope you mean the Dieter one and not the Haz one.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Oh, man. Oh, wow.
Oh, I don't know about them.
Are you going to pull that up and do the tour?
I've already got it ready. I was giving it here just a minute. While I didn't want to take away from Bex's time too much, you know, if Bex has anything else to say, or what's coming up here soon.
Yeah, I mean, more content. I told you guys before we got on the live, I got a new laptop, so I'm feeling a lot more powered in my editing capabilities right now. More live streams. Typically, we do our every Thursday night. live stream, but we're looking to do more, some separately, some together. So yeah, I'm just excited. And tournaments. I always got to do tournaments. I love them.
Ornaments.
Tournaments.
Are you from Boston?
No, I'm originally from the United Kingdom.
Well,
Really?
Yeah.
You're getting the tournaments down here. You're starting to pick up like a.
I just
A
some
Boston
words
accent.
like New Yorker. I struggle with that, or like Martha, like Martha Stewart. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop.
I did not know you were
Giveaway.
originally from Great Britain.
Yeah, Edinburgh, Scotland, and then
Awesome.
outside of Surrey, and then Florida.
Wow. That's very interesting. Yes, Dieter, she will be at CatCon.
I will. I can't wait. I'm just gonna dance and throw stickers at people. So get ready.
I'm sure Dieter will be trying to find you down there because he's going to want a sticker.
Awesome.
All right. Hopefully, Haz and Brian B are both in here because I know they want to win these.
But are you going to allow that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's do this. Hashtag Team Bait Shop, baby. If you want to win the new Fields to Water, there you go. Fields to Water, first ever decal. It's hashtag Team Bait Shop to win.
I just want to see if they do it.
I know. I'm watching.
Are you meaning Haz and Brian?
Oh yes, the
You
lads.
don't think they would?
I don't think they will.
See, Bonnie was the very first one I seen. Proud of you. There we go. I see them starting to come in. I'll stop sharing for a few minutes while we.
That's a good looking logo, man.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. John Parker created the logo for me, and then I had
love it
set up to where I could make this stuff, and starting to figure out the T-shirts and all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah, that's what we're working on now: the hats and the T-shirts, and
it takes time.
It does. There's a lot that goes into it that people that haven't been into it, if you're just watching everybody, there's a lot that goes into trying to get merchandise and stuff up. And that's what I was just showing off the Weekend Anglers T-shirt. It's got the big Weekend Angler on the back of it. Check out your favorite YouTubers' descriptions more often, because more than likely they have their shops for their merch and stuff in those descriptions, and every dollar does help them out,
Yeah, for sure.
with that kind of thing. So don't be afraid. I seen Haz and Brian both put no script. I guarantee they've snuck one in here on me though. All right. So you said more content's coming.
Yeah, more content. Like I said, I want to do some of the camping and fishing, and kind of mix those two together. Yeah, just more sharing fishing. That's our channel's like hook line, I guess you could say, is like sharing the joy of fishing. And that's what I want to do. That's why I put it out here. Like, it's just so much fun. I've met some amazing people. I am, quite frankly, it gives me a lot of hope in America. Like you hear on the news all the time, like how we're all so divided and stuff. And then you come here and everybody just wants to talk about fishing. Don't care who you are. Let's just fish together. And I love that. So I'm happy to be a part of it. And then, if anybody's at CatCon and they want to say hello, I would love it. I'm very shy in person. I know, like, I dance in front of a camera and, and
yes, you have.
Yeah, I sing, I dance. But just, if I go silent, just know that I'm just warming up. It's taking me a second.
Well, hopefully you'll realize, because I've had a couple trips where I've got to meet, bunches of people. I've been to CatCon once, and some of these meet and greets and stuff like that. And I'm sure you've seen it even going to like the Potomac meet and greets and stuff with you guys. You have conversations so much with people that awkwardness where is not as bad as you normally would think.
Yeah, 100%.
So
for the most part, you already know them.
Yeah,
you just haven't met them.
Yeah, 100%.
Who knows? We might always be doing the Bex dance down the aisleways. while we're shopping.
Oh,
yeah,
is he
need
doing
that
it?
on video.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, gonna need that on video.
Oh, I'm
This
gonna.
back more can't.
I want to do like some kind of like flash mob
Oh God.
dance.
What?
You know, maybe not this catcom, but the next one we'll do like a flash mob dance off. You know, for the TikTok.
You have to get Mark down there with that. He's
Yeah.
a TikTok machine.
Well, Chad says I'm shy, or Squirrel says I'm shy in person too.
Yeah.
Not when I'm carrying these big old fish to the weigh-in.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, like if I meet you and I have like caught a giant 60-pound fish, there's no shyness. I'm Bex.
Yeah, I don't blame you
There
there.
you go.
Did you see my fish?
All right, let's see how we're doing here. We got 50. Come on, 52 out of 97. Hashtag Team Bait Shop.
Come on,
We're
y'all.
gonna give it just a few more seconds, and then we'll go ahead and spin this, Mr. Lyle.
So is Brian B and Has in there yet?
Oh no, yeah, they're in there, but they're not. I don't think they put hashtag the right thing. They put.
I wonder if they use felonious name.
Oh, I've been told that they've been kicked out of the show for
really?
disrespecting your chat with hashtag no script.
Who would have done that?
I don't know. All right, ready? We're going to go ahead and give this a spinner-rooney.
A spinner Rooney.
These are the spin fingers. Suit.
John Patrick Jr. All right.
Awesome.
And since the others did not get into it, we're going to go ahead and give away 2 of them.
Oh, nice.
Boom. Not wasting any more time.
Cool.
Sean T.
Very nice.
All right. Congratulations, gentlemen. I have lost my mouse.
All right,
There you
Dieter. I'm ready
There we
for
go.
it.
There you go. Heck yeah.
Do it.
That'll be a good time.
Yeah.
That'll be a good time. Yeah.
I know how to get a hold of John Patrick. Sean T. I can get a hold of you too. I just need your addresses and I'll get those sent out.
You know what I got?
What do you got?
Ah, Brad.
I got a couple of Brad stickers we can give away. How about that?
Let's do it.
Do it. And Freddie, I can stand between you and Two Stan, but if we're
You
going
can
to do
set it
that,
up.
you have to dance.
I got it, Mr. Lyle.
You do?
Yep.
Okay. Works for me.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure.
How about I got it? Do I?
Oh, Tidal 8.
Hey. Oh, you got it. Okay. That works.
Yeah, I got it. Sorry, no. These in the other room saying that she thought Hog Lake won.
The first one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That
it
was
was dog leg.
That's what come up on my screen.
that's very weird. Okay.
Yeah.
I figured it was just mine. So
That's all right.
they have
Hog
to
Lake, get a hold of me.
figure something out. Yeah. Bex, are you a pink kind of lady?
A pink kind of lady? I'm a any color kind of lady.
Okay. Well, we're going to give away some of these tonight.
Oh, I
These
love
are
it.
dragon weights, and they are pink.
I
2-ounce snake weights from D&L Sinkers. Our good buddy Dennis has been on our show. Lives up on Mark Twain Lake here in Missouri. There's a 2-pack of these we're going to give away tonight also.
What's the weight on them?
2 ounces.
2 ounces.
Yeah, he makes them up to, 4 or 6.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
These happen to be 2s, and they are pink.
Cause says she's a pink kind of lady, so.
Who did, Cause? Okay.
Cause, yeah.
And she needs to win them.
Yeah.
One of these days, I've been saving these because Cindy is not a pink kind of lady. She's just not. But I have 2 keychains that he made, and he sent down
love
a
it.
package. And they're dragon weight keychains.
I love that.
They're pink. And
I thought they were earrings.
we can put them in
I would wear them.
we can put them in your ears, Chad.
I used to have my ears pierced.
Big. But we'll put them in Chad's.
Yeah, we'll put them in Chad's ears.
But I want to find a way to give these away to two women. But I haven't figured out how to fairly do it because there's so many more men that watch the show than there is ladies.
Mm.
And most men wouldn't care if it was pink or not. Now, there is some that would, but most of them wouldn't. But I think they should go to the ladies. So I got to figure out a way to do that to where the ladies can win them and give them away one of these days. But until then, they're just sitting here on my desk waiting for me to figure out what I'm going to do.
I love it. It is hard to do it in this kind of. Oh, are you going to do the draw?
No. I was just saying, people that need to, if they want to get in on this drawing, they need to go ahead and get in there because it's 9:01.
Yep, and we don't want to hold Mark up too long.
Yep.
He understands that sometimes we just run over. We all do because it happens to me. But we don't want to hold him up too long because he's going to talk about that tournament. And to be quite honest, I want to hear some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes since I'm the number one son, I go over just to spite him. But yeah.
While we're waiting for the people to come up with to enter in the giveaways, I would like to thank you for coming on our show tonight and spending your Monday evening with us. It has been a pleasure having you on here. We learned a lot, had a great time. And I would like to extend to you the invitation to come back on Catfish Weekly anytime you'd like to.
I appreciate it. Like I said, I was honored that you guys thought of me. It's like, Vonnie, I'm going to be on Catfish Weekly.
It really has been a lot of fun, and we're glad that you did. And I'm so thrilled that Dieter's going to do an interview with you down there because that will be a good one to watch because he'll be sitting there with you while he does that.
Yeah.
And he'll probably have a list of questions where we're kind of off the cuff here, you know.
Oh, he's going to be prepping.
I write down some stuff, but for the most part, we just kind of wing it because it's been going on for so long. I kind of got an idea of what I'm going to do every time, and so does Chad.
Yeah.
But
well, I'll be honest. I'm like really, really non-scripted. I'm like the original no script. Just
so they stole it from
that's
you.
why he's so mad about them no scripting back. He's the original.
Man, I didn't know.
Yeah, how many we got in there, Chad?
I would say we got 46. I'm about ready to go ahead and give her a spin.
Let's do it.
Let's roll her.
Apparently that's what it is. My phone is lagging. I seen John earlier, but he's going to get one anyways. He'll be down at CatCon with me.
Dale Hayslip.
Yep, that's who I see.
Dale, send me a message after the show and with your shipping information, and I will get those right out to you in the morning. And Chad, if you do one more from D&L Sinkers, and then
I will.
We're going to call it a night. We've had a great show tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed Bex as much as Chad and I have because it has been a time.
It's been a lot of fun.
It has been. And we didn't embarrass you. Now,
I'm not embarrassed.
I think I have done Dieter that way. I think I've embarrassed Dieter a few times.
Did you say you want to do what for which one?
D&L Sinkers. That's right here.
All right.
Vonnie, enter this one.
Heck yeah.
I want them.
Hashtag Sinkers.
Hashtag Sinkers.
There we go.
There we go.
Egg Sinkers. And Dennis, thank you so much for sending all this stuff we've been giving out. If you guys haven't checked him out, go check out Dennis's Northeast Missouri Angler YouTube channel. And then he's got all his D&L sinkers and snake weights and rigs of all different kinds. And you can call him up or visit with him about getting some of his products.
Get him in there, get him in there, get him in there. Let's do it.
Hurry, hurry.
Hurry, hurry, step right up.
Gotta send him off to the circus, Bex.
Okay.
I think everybody knows I'm kind of a clown. It's okay.
Me too, though. I
Did
feel like I
somebody's
was
feet had clown feet?
clown feet.
Who was it? Oh, it was Lynn was talking the other night. He had what the hell did he say his feet was 18s or something?
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
I thought mine were big.
Giants. Couldn't believe it. And his brother or his dad or somebody had 22. So I wore a 22 shoe.
Goodness
Wow.
gracious!
That's just unreal.
That's a custom order.
Yeah.
Built-in water skis.
At least now, if he comes down to CatCon and I see him, I'm gonna go. Oh. All right, we're at 50. We're gonna get ready to spin it because
Yep, it's time.
it's time to get ready to head over to Mr. Catfish and Crappie.
That's a fact.
Get 10 seconds. Got the countdown going. 10.
Hey, there's Real Gals Fish.
Hey, real gals.
Hey.
And thank you for everybody in chat. I love you all. You guys make it worth it.
We said somewhere over 100 tonight in here watching you, Beck, so it was a great show.
Awesome.
And you only got one time super blushy.
Yeah,
Only
just
one time. Yeah. I don't know if I've recovered, but yes.
Yeah, you haven't. It's gotten redder throughout the whole show. If that was the one time, it was the last hour.
Yeah.
We're stuck at 50. Let's roll it, Chad.
Rolling.
Don R.
Don. Congratulations, Don.
Don, just send me a message with your shipping address after the show. We will hook you up with a set of pink snake weights. Thanks so much for playing the game. Bex, again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It has been a ball having you on here. Look forward to doing it again one of these days. And I'm looking forward to Dieter's interview with you. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too now.
Yeah, I bet. She'll forget about us, Chad. That's
I know, right? We'll be small potatoes here soon.
Them guys.
It really has been a treat, Bex, and I really did enjoy seeing how far you've come so quick with the vision and how much you appreciate and enjoy it. So keep up the great work. Look forward to the future.
No kidding. Be sure to tune in to From Fields to Water Thursday night and Panfish Nation after that. And we'll be back here next Monday night on Catfish Weekly. Thanks, everybody, for watching.